As we head into the new year, what is your plan to slay your goals in 2024? Welcome to Runs on Espresso, where we combine creativity and planning to slay your to-do list and make it a done list. Is that a few too many slays? I got a little carried away with the theme. I'll stop. In today's video, we will look at the planners I've chosen to help me get most things done in 2024. And we'll take a quick peek at how I've started setting them up. Yep, it's January and I'm still setting things up. Probably the biggest news, well, for me at least, is that I have ditched the Daily Duo and returned to the Erin Condren Vertical Life Planner. I'm gonna miss my rings, but until Erin Condren releases a true vertical in A5 size, I guess I'm back in the 7x9. And don't tell me it can't be done, EC. I've seen many other A5 size planners with a real vertical layout. The compact vertical is not it. Why the switch? I was all for the Daily Duo and I still think it's a great planner. It helped me through some busy times, but I'm finding it hard to keep up with a daily and not having as much to fill in as I used to. I think I can track everything in the vertical planner, and I'll leave the door open in the future for a Daily Duo return. The main thing I've set up so far in my life planner is the 12 boxes at the front. And since I'm not using the Daily Duo, I don't have to use these for future planning. I can use them for whatever I want. Since I dropped the Moxie Life Planner as well, I went ahead and put my personal goals on this page, and I'm going to try to remember to refer back to this page every month. That's why I got the little tab up here. And if you're wondering more about these goals here, I will link somewhere across the top here with my 2024 low buy and goals video. And I still have 6 boxes over here that I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with. If you have any ideas, please let me know in the comments. I'm open. The rest of this is pretty much the same as the Daily Duo. So we have our monthly view, which for me is going to be the basics. It's going to have appointments, paydays, just those very basic big things. And then we have our dashboard. And as I said, this is going to be the same as the Daily Duo, so I'll put my monthly holidays here, my top 4 to-dos for the month, maybe the books I'm reading, however I decide to use the dashboard. And then, of course, we have our vertical, and as you can see, I haven't started planning yet. One thing I am going to do is at the end of the month, this blank page here I'm going to use for my monthly reflections on my personal goals. Kind of like check in, how am I doing? Is there anything I need to think about to do in the next month? The vertical will be my main catch-all planner. And because I like things to be compartmentalized, I've got planners for various other areas of my life. Of course, I will have a bullet journal for some of the annual and monthly things that don't really fit in my planner. I've got an Archer and Olive A5 here, and I am doing a rainbow theme throughout to try to use up some of my supplies. So I have a mix of Erin Condren and Chrissy Ann Design stickers for my trackers. And then I have a 24 and 24 with a couple of pages to track some of those different items. This idea was inspired by Joshi Corin. I will link to her video in the description box if you want to check that out. And then for the month, January is going to be red or pink because I'm going with the Chrissy Ann Designs Grid Washi, and the red is actually pink. And then I used a red marker because that's what I had in my stack. I have my Shop Your Stash over here, and that's going to be where I track any books, stickers, washi, art and craft supplies that I use up, and any that I buy. The hope is that this will be blank. And then I have some stuff over here that I want to track for self-improvement. I have a brain dump or a notes page. And then I have my word of the quarter, which might turn into word of the year. I haven't fully decided yet. I don't want to commit out much than a quarter right now, because every year I fall off my word of the year like halfway through. Last year I made it to September, so go me. Maybe this year I'll make it the full year. But I have decided to do flourish, so I need to remove this and set up my page for that. So I'll have like the definition, some synonyms, wow. And then that's it. That is my bullet journal. I fell off my health and fitness journal early in 2023, and that is something that I want to get back to. I've been journaling and tracking my workouts in a separate notebook, journal, planner for years, and for 2024, I decided to try the Happy Planner Undated Wellness Layout. I just thought this cover was really pretty. And I've already went through and labeled all of the months and filled in the dates and all of that stuff. The monthly view will be my scheduled workouts. And then on the week spreads, I'll put the scheduled workup up here, maybe something about my food here. It says nourish. I don't know if I'll use that or not. What I actually did, and then some journaling down here about the workout. And I will probably do some kind of mileage tracker here, or maybe on the notes column, and then someplace to check in with my weight and measurements. I am constantly looking for the unicorn of a budget planner that is going to work for me. In 2023, I used the Erin Condren A5 budget book, but no matter how I tried, I was just not happy with it. This year, I decided to try the Happy Planner budget planner, and I've been adding a few things in to make it more me, or work more for me. My first page here is the income and expenses for my LLC. And then I'll do a net worth tracker. So each month I can fill in my net worth and do a little bar graph. I have a savings tracker for my 3 main savings goals. So I have a sinking fund for just like everything under the sun. No, I've combined several into one just to make it easy in Ally. I have an emergency fund and just my core savings. So these are the amounts that I want to add to each of those this year. So I'll put in how much I add each month and the total down here. And yes, I forgot to put boxes for the total. If you're interested in this tracker, let me know in the comments. I will fix it up and put it in my shop. Then I have my annual spending tracker, so I have the months and my categories. And then I'll fill in each month there. This is my quarter four quarterly review. So I go through my savings, my retirement, all of that stuff, and just kind of take notes and think about where I want to be. And then we get into the actual planner. So on this page, I used a purple dot marker for my paydays, blue for Justin's. I did not do 2025 because I probably will not be referencing that. And then these pages I put in annual and quarterly subscriptions. So things that aren't monthly that I might forget about. And this is the January dashboard. This is going to be my tracker for if I impulse buy something. I'll write what it is, how much it was, what the cue was that made me buy it, and then the emotion I was feeling at the time. Then I have no spend tracker. Then we go into our monthly view. So I've marked the paydays, the bills due, and the purple dot marker is going to be for my paycheck, blue for Justin's. And I just put a little sticker decoration in the corner there. And this is my January budget page. So we have all the budget categories, and then I just put a little note to myself of what those budget categories are. And weekly expense tracker. I added a no spend habit tracker and a total weekly expense total down here. I just thought it would be fun to see if there was a day of the week that maybe I spent more money or less money, or, you know, just what those patterns might be. And then I have my cashless envelopes for personal, food, entertainment, and the other category. Those are also available in my shop. I will link to those in the description box below. And then I just kind of did the same stickers for each week. If I use them, I'll keep it going. If I don't, I won't use it in February. I'm not sure how I'm going to use this page yet. The dot grid page, I did set up my net worth up here. So I have a column for asset and liability. I have house, truck, retirement, savings. And then for savings, the liability will be my one credit card debt I have. And then down here, I have my budget for the month. And then I'll put what we actually spent. January, we won't have a previous month because I didn't budget in December. And then that column will be the difference. So these will be blank for January. But going forward, I will have those filled out. I absolutely love the HB90 planner, but I didn't want to print off all those pages, and I'm really bad at digital. I tried digital this quarter. It was a struggle, and I ended up moving everything into my Moxie Life and Daily Duo. For this year, I decided to try this cute mini happy planner with the dashboard layout. I had to have it because tigers. And once I got it and looked at it, I realized it would be perfect for my HB90 goals. On the monthly dashboard, I put my 3 goals for 1, 2, and 3. And then I listed out all of the tasks and everything that I wanted to get done for each of those goals. I did grab some extra mini notebook paper and put them in for that. And then the month has all of the stuff I have going on that isn't HB90. The weekly spread, my favorite part is this task list. I can put every single task that I want to do for the week in this task list. And then the note section down here, I can do my task blocking, like how much time I have, how much time I put towards each of the tasks. And then anything that I don't get done this week, I can put in the looking ahead. The important will probably be any kind of meetings or anything that will take away from working on my goals. And then over here we have Monday through Sunday at the top square. And I think what I'm going to do up here is put in how many task blocks I have for each day. So if I have 2 on Monday, I'll put 2. And if I use both of them, I'll put 2 over here. If I have 3 on Tuesday and I only use 1, I'll make a note of that. And then for each day, the night before, I'll look at my task list, my available time, and I'll write in what I want to do on that day. This was not my first choice for a content planner. I was going to use an undated checklist happy planner, but again, tigers, and I had to have this. I decided to use this for content since the other one I had was undated. This one's dated. And I love how big it is that I can write so much in here. Clearly I haven't written anything in it. I did order a Sweet Bean Plans content bundle for January to see if I like it. So I've got some of the stickers in here. I've got my monthly priorities up here, so it's mostly what content I want to get done. I have a little note here, which I ended up not doing this. I took it off my calendar. And I got my content list of ideas here. I put a little washi down to give it a little extra oomph, I guess. And then if we flip ahead, these are post trackers that came in the Sweet Bean Plan Kit. Not sure how I will use those yet. And then I noted that it's Get Organized Month and International Creativity Month. And on this side, I put in National Sticker Day and National Vision Board Day. I don't have any of my videos or other content on this calendar because I got an Erin Condren desk calendar and I'm using Post-it notes and keeping track of it on that instead. But if we take a look at the Vertical Weekly, so I added some washi again just to use up more of my stash, give it a little bit of fun color. My top row is going to be my content. So on Tuesday, I'm planning a Facebook group post. This is going to be my to-do section. And then down here, I'm going to make any kind of notes that I might need, any sales, launches, things like that that are going on. And flipping it over, you can see I have my video, and I have a to-do here that I'm not going to do anymore because I canceled that one. And then these were also in the Sweet Bean kit. I'm not sure how I'm going to use those yet. They might go on like the to-do section, like, oh, today I want to brainstorm, this day I want to film content. Just giving it a shot, seeing what works. The last few of these aren't really planners per se. This is the Erin Condren Companion Planner, and I use this mostly as a monthly brain dump. So it's got the calendar view here. Sometimes I fill it in, sometimes I don't. It's got a habit tracker here. This is a little bit different than last year. It's 3 sections and a to-do list and a blank box. Then you have 4 checklists, and lined pages. So what I do is on these lined pages, I just write out everything that I need to do in the month, I hope to do, I want to do, something that I didn't get to from the previous month, whatever it is, I just toss it all on here. And then I highlight by category, like personal, home, finance, whatever it is. And then I go back and I put them on the checklist pages. Then when I'm doing my weekly planning, I can pull this out, look at it, and go, okay, I know I have this home project I need to do, so I need to do this action step, blah, blah, blah. And I put that in my vertical planner. These pages, the habit tracker page I don't use for habits. I sometimes make lists on here. For example, in December, I use this page to write out which photos I wanted to print and the size that I needed them to be for December daily. I also listed out presents that I needed to wrap and just kind of like crossed them off as I did them. The one from last year didn't have this page, so I'm not sure how I will incorporate that into the brain dump and everything, but this might be a good page for like the weekly reset. Speaking of Linda Loves Creating, she also inspired me to do a media journal for 2024. I'm using this B6 Archer and Olive notebook. And Each page is going to be dedicated to a TV show, movie, or documentary that I watch during the year. I will include like a little photo on each page, a little background or info on the movie, TV show, whatever it is, my rating, and my thoughts on it. I may include albums and podcasts. I'm undecided on those too. But I don't plan on putting books in here because I have a whole separate notebook for that. This might look familiar. This was my 2023 Archer and Olive notebook that I set up for my reading journal. I only used about half of it, so I'm going to use it again for 2024. Although for 2024, I'm going to be easier on myself and use stickers instead of trying to draw everything out. 2023, I started drawing everything. I was doing great, and it just got to be too much, and I switched to stickers. So I ordered still got some 2023 stuff to finish. I ordered the reading, hold on, I gotta make sure I get this right. I ordered the reading journal bundle from Sweet Bean Plans, along with the favorite books bracket, alphabet challenge, and the January 2024 bundle to set up my month. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep ordering the bundle for each month or just pick out individual stickers that I end up actually using. So this is the start of my 2024 reading journal. And then I had a bookshelf from not 2023's Advent, but 2022's Advent. And I have the little book stickers here. And I want to do some kind of TBR takedown or TBR cart thing here. I just haven't figured out how I'm going to do that yet. And then I have extra book stickers that go with this bookshelf because my goal is 52 books and there's not 52 on here. And then this 2024 books to read was in the bundle. I'm not sure what I'm going to put on here yet because I don't usually plan out my books like that. I have an audiobook wish list over here. And I think what I'm going to do is look at the ones I have at the library on my wish list and pick out the ones that I really want to listen to on audiobook and put them in that sticker. And then I have the 2024 Alphabet Reading Challenge. I'm hoping to use most of the books in my physical TBR for this. There were a few, maybe 5 letters or so that I didn't have books for. So I have it going across like that, and as I read them, I will fill them in. And then this is 2024 reading with the genres. And I think what I'm going to do is just kind of make a mark when I read something in that genre. So if I read a seasonal book, I'll just make a little tick mark there or something. I don't think I have enough room to write the titles in. This is the reading tracker with the book goal and the books read. And instead of putting these at the start of each month, I decided I wanted to see them all together. So I made a 2-page spread for that. And then we have Fave Book of the Year. And I put Most Anticipated, Fave Book, Worst Book here. And I'm not sure if I'm going to use these or where I'm going to use them. This page, I'm going to do some annual stats and a library savings tracker. So when I check out a book from the library, I'm going to see how much the ebook is going for on Amazon at that moment and put that on my tracker. And then at the end of the year, I can see how much money I saved by using the library. And this is my January setup. So we have pages read in the bookshelf here. I've got January books over here. And so books read, pages read, physical book, ebook, audiobook, and most read genre. So these are kind of the stats. And then This is the January reading challenge. I'm not sure how many of those that I will actually do, but it'll be kind of fun to see if I have anything that matches those. And then the box for favorite book. And this is kind of the page that I don't know if I'm actually going to use a lot of these stickers. So we have January reading list, favorite quote, favorite moment, most anticipated, fave trope, hate this, favorite character, love this, books bought, which is hopefully 0, new books released this month, and most anticipated. I don't usually do these. I don't do a lot of these, but I figured I'd give it a shot for 1 month. And then I have the bookshelf washi down here. And then when I read a book, I'll put these stickers on this page and fill it in. That is my 2024 stack. Let me know in the comments what you plan to use for 2024. And yes, my dog is squeaking her new toy in the background. Doggo. That's not conducive for shooting. Are you done?